Well.
Hi. Not bad, huh? I think I'm finally getting it together, physically.
Certainly looks like that.
Mom, I can pencil by myself.
Buddy, you better take this warm nightgown. You know, it gets awfully cold in Arrowhead.
Mom, the Latimers live in a house, not a tent. And I'm sure they're going to keep the thermostat all the way up to 70, all night. I think I know what to pack, too.
Sorry. Breakfast will be ready in a minute.
Oh, not for me, thanks. The Latimers always stop up and have some pancakes on the way to the house. I'll just eat with them. It's sort of a ritual, you know?
I see. Well, in that case, bon appetit.
Thank you. What a blast. A weekend on the slopes with TJ.
With TJ and his parents.
Right. That's that. I gotta go.
Bye-bye.
Here's the number.
Oh.
Bye.
Buddy, your Dramamine.
Mom, I haven't gotten car sick since I was a child.
Since you were a child. 3 months ago. Poor monkey.
You know, the bed got delivered this morning.
Ah. Well, if I have any time this weekend, I'll help you to put it together.
Well, I hope so. Judging by the size of that crate, 2 hands aren't going to be enough.
Kate, well, Buddy's off on her mad weekend, huh?
Will be.
Oh, she was so excited. She looked great.
You look like your older sister.
Yeah, I'm gonna gas.
Doug, why don't we take off on a mad weekend of our own?
Well, it's a great idea, honey, but I'm just finishing the case I'm on. I don't think I'll have any time this weekend.
Saturday and Sunday, too?
And tonight.
Oh, this really is too much.
Well, there's always the bed. You could help me assemble it.
The bed? What bed?
The child's total environment, sleeping space, and storage cube.
Oh, Willie, you didn't buy that. That nasty maze of holes and ladders.
Yes, I did. It arrived this morning, United Parcel. Tell me you'll love it.
Nancy will have a fit.
No, we checked with Nancy first. She says it's a perfect birthday present for a 3-year-old.
Well, she's wrong. He's too small for a full-size bed with ladders.
Well, maybe a little, but not forever.
Well, he is now. I don't know why you're in such a rush. He'll be grown and gone soon enough.
You know, I think I'll go clean up the garage so I can assemble the bed out there. Not make a mess in here.
Honey? Well, I don't like to see you feeling this way.
I'm all right.
No, you're not. Buddy going away for the weekend, isn't it?
Oh. No. Of course it is. She's not a little girl anymore. She's gone forever.
Well, she'll be back here on Tuesday acting like a 5-year-old. You know it.
Of course I know it, but that's the way it feels. And it's rotten.
I'm sorry. Maybe this will help.
It does. A little. Thanks for trying. Oh, I've got to fly.
Where?
Friday morning, the center, reading for the blind.
Oh, well, you enjoy that.
Yes, I enjoy it. But I don't know if it'll help today. Even such a shell the universe itself is to the ear of faith. are times, I doubt not, when to you it doth impart authentic tidings of invisible things, of ebb and flow and ever-during power, and central peace, subsisting at the heart of endless agitation.
Kate, you're wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Wordsworth helps. Thank you. See you next week. John, how are you? I haven't seen you in ages.
Well, I'm fine. Busy, as usual. There just aren't enough hours in the day. Kate, I have a special project, and if you have any more spare time, I think you might be just the person to take it on.
Your timing's better than the 7th Cavalry. I'm yours.
Well, I need someone to work with a young man in our rehabilitation program.
Whoa, Horsey. I have no training, John, just good intentions.
Well, I don't think in this case anything more is required. Besides, the reason I thought of you was the way you handled Doug when we were getting him back into the world. Remember? I don't think I ever told you this, but you were wonderful. What you did was just right. Patient, but firm.
Doug was a very determined pupil.
Well, so is this young man. But it's as if he's perched on a seesaw most of the time. And I'm particularly anxious that it stays level over this weekend.
Why this weekend in particular?
Because on Monday, he's going to re-register at the university.
Pre-register?
Would you like to meet him?
Yes.
Come with me. Here, let me get the door.
Thank you.
A year and a half ago, he was just finishing his freshman year, and he was involved in a ridiculous but tragic accident that left him blind permanently. It's taken him all this time, but now he's ready to start back.
You must be thrilled.
Well, thrilled, but scared. Kate, I want to be honest with you. He has made great progress, but it's been uphill most of the way. He's right in here. That's him by the piano. His name is Robert Pearson.
He's just a boy.
He's 20.
I'm game if you are.
You're on. Right in here. Well, I suppose you're all wondering who just came in with me.
It's a woman.
That's right, Alex. Mr. Alex Paulson, Mrs. Catherine Lawrence.
How do you do?
I brought her in especially to meet Robert.
She's seen me and admired me from near, but I, of course, have seen nothing of her devotion.
He's trying to rattle you, Mrs. Lawrence. Tell him to knock it off.
Knock it off, Robert.
Well, I can see you're the right person to entrust this mission to, and I leave you to it. Alex?
John?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Don't move, Catherine Lawrence. I'll find you. Your perfume is lilac.
Lilac, my foot. It's carnation. What's the matter with your nose, Robert?
My nose? You pug, you knob, you button-head, know that I glory in this nose of mine.
Ah, Cyrano de Bergerac.
Ah, Roxanne.
Alas, my grandson would say no.
Grandson. Excuse me, Mrs. Lawrence, you feel young.
My name is Kate, and thanks for the compliment.
Oh, boy. He's gotten to you already, Mrs. Lawrence. Listen, you be careful of Pearson. He'll wind you around his little finger like this wall here.
I'll take my chances, Alex. If things get rough, I'll depend on you to unwind me.
So, tell me, Kate, why did John the slave driver sick me on you?
It's the reverse, and you know it. To help you get ready for your school registration on Monday.
I see. So what's on the agenda?
Nothing specific, but I'm available for anything you do need. You tell me.
Cyrano, I'd love to hear it. Why don't we find a quiet corner somewhere where you could read it to me?
Why don't we find a quiet corner somewhere where you could read it to me? I'd love to hear it, too.
Well, let's find a quiet corner. Then we can work out the details.
Lead on. Next up. afraid we didn't get much reading today. Or anything else either.
Don't say that. We did. Or you did. I haven't felt so happy in such a very long time. You don't know what it's like. Always having to be at it. Always trying to overcome something. Trying to make sense of pages full of bumps and dots. Always having to listen to every sound, every squeak.
Must be totally exhausting. But I don't think we can take another day off. It might be a good idea if we worked on something specific tomorrow. I think if we drove out to the campus, you could walk it, pace it out.
Sure, Mrs. Lawrence. I'll be up to that. See, I'm really very worn out. You don't know how much pressure has been put on me around here. John Krieger can be rough, you know. Excuse me, I'm just weary.
Well, we can decide about tomorrow. The campus will still be there. I really enjoyed this afternoon.
So have I. I feel very safe with you.
Good. Here we are.
Robert, I don't think Mrs. Lawrence needs a cane. Excuse me. But I know you do. Take it.
Rough? Told you it would be rough.
It was a little harsh.
Believe me, that was nothing.
Hi, Mom. You join me?
Oh, thanks. A little close to dinner. What's the occasion?
I need a treat. It's taken me half the day just to get Timmy's bed out of the crate.
Rather quick when you're ahead. Any calls?
No. Nary a one. Anything good?
They're training manuals from the Braille Institute. I'm working with a young boy there. I thought I'd look these over.
A boy? Oh. Must be really tough on a kid. How's he doing?
Very well. He's intelligent, able, and under a lot of pressure. Mostly from John Krieger.
Well, Krieger's supposed to be the best there is. He must know what he's doing.
Certainly hope so, for Rob's sake.
Rob?
Robert. His name is Robert Pearson. But Rob seems to suit him better. Dinner at 7?
Great.
I'm surprised we haven't heard from Buddy by now. Hope everything's all right.
Well, she's only been up there a couple of hours.
Then she certainly had time to locate the phone.
That's lousy, Alex. You scare me to death.
Well, I'm sorry. But you should have sensed that someone was in this room. You should have, Robert. Or maybe is it because you have Mrs. Lawrence around? You think you don't have to do that anymore? That you can get her to do that for you?
I don't know what you're talking about, old man. Neither do you.
Well, I hope not. But, Robert, I've been around here for a long, long time. And I know that when the going gets tough, we all start looking for someone to take the weight off us. I think that you've been looking, and I think you found a sucker. Now, listen, Robert. Monday's going to be hard. You know it. I know it. You're scared. You're bound to be. Sure, you should be scared. It's going to be all right. You can do it, Robert. You can do it.
4 times 2 is 8.
But Robert,
8.
Robert!
8 times 2 is 16.
Robert, you can't do
9
it.
times
It's going
2
to
is
be all
18.
right.
16 times 2 is 32.
Robert!
32 times 2 is 64. 64 times 2.
That's all there is. Boy, Dad missed a good dinner.
The first one this week, I'm sorry to say. How about taking your poor old mother to the movies? I'll buy the tickets, and you buy the popcorn.
I'm sorry, Mom. I got a date tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow night, okay?
Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Hello? Is Robert Pearson there? R is right and right shall always be. Put them all together, make spell. Rob? Yes, this is Kate Lawrence. I just wanted to say hello. I did too. Don't worry about tomorrow. We'll have a lovely time. How does a picnic sound? Fine. See you then. Sleep well. Good night.
Hello, honey.
Hi. Hey.
I have an announcement to make. I have cleared my schedule. How does Saturday and Sunday at the Playa del Sol sound to you?
Oh, Doug.
Oh, Doug, I thought you'd be thrilled.
Well, I would have been. But I thought you had to work all weekend. I promised Rob I'd spend the day with him.
Rob, what, should I be jealous? Who is he?
Oh, he's a boy who's in John Krieger's program at the Institute. John asked me to spend some time with him this weekend.
Oh, well, he'll understand. Give him a call in the morning.
I can't. He has to register for school on Monday. He's very anxious about it. He needs special attention.
Oh, so do I. I thought you did, too.
Darling, don't you remember what it was like after your accident? When you had to go out into the world, to strange places, meeting strange people.
I'm sure everybody was staring at me with my cane. All right, I'm sorry, you're right. But I'm very disappointed.
Me too.
Well, I can always assemble Timmy's bed. But first, my bed, my wife.
I have to do some more reading.
You tell John Krieger the next time you see him, I think he's a home wrecker.
Homewrecker, slave driver, man of many talents.
For comedy.
What? What? A posterior? What?
You'll find a you will... I don't know. It's like we're putting together a metal diaper. Ow! That's all right. Timmy could use one of those.
No, wait. I got something here. Carter.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right. Pin the posterior cotter pin and secure.
Yeah, here, hold this end.
What?
Hold that end.
Oh. This end? Well, this isn't very secure.
Victory is in sight. I'll secure it.
All right. You got that?
Yeah.
Butt notched end R to end panel D, making sure to align slot R2 with pin D2. It's Star Wars. It's R2-D2.
You're right. We're building an android.
Yeah. Well, let's just let the droid put the bed together. Then you and I could sneak off to the beach. You could pretend it's Playa del Sol.
Your pleasure. I'd have a hard time pretending you were Kate. No. I'm glad we're not going. You know, it's good to see Kate so involved. And whoever that boy is she's working with, he's a very lucky fellow.
front of the car. Right. And then around to the left when we get up here. And across the street. I think it'd be a good idea for you to have a practice run.
Practice run.
Around the area where you'll be registering, coming to the curb. So that you can get a sense of the place. Around here to the left. Now, we're at the head of the path. You put your cane in your right hand, and you feel the grass. See, here's the path. Here's the grass. You'll go straight ahead about 30 paces, 3 steps down, bear left, 3 steps up, a short platform, and directly left into the registration office.
Kate.
On your horse, get going. Bear left, Rob.
Sorry. It's my fault.
Heather, it's all right. It's all right. I didn't mean it. It's fine, baby. You can't help it. It's all right.
Kate? Kate? Let's get away from here, please. Please? I can't do this right now. I just can't do this.
Take my hand. Let's go.
Again? Alex, you're a terror. I think you cheat.
No,
10, 20,
I think you're
30,
turning pro.
40, 56.
That puts you down 24.
Down 24.
Hello.
Kate! Where's Robert?
He's in his room. He wanted to do some reading, so I came down to get the books.
What do you bet Robert said he was too tired to come down and get the books, and Mrs. Lawrence fell for it?
All right, Alex, what?
The what is, I think you blew it when you put Mrs. Lawrence and Robert together.
Why? Has something happened?
You knew how hard he was looking for someone to baby him, to tell him he was a good little boy, and you were an old meanie.
Alex, Mrs. Lawrence is an intelligent woman, and I warned her about just that kind of thing.
Well, maybe she didn't hear you. Because if she did, how come he's gone back to those damn multiplication tables?
Since when?
Every time I mention school, or even Monday, it's 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 4 is 16, you know how it goes.
Yes, I know how it goes. Goodbye, Kate. Damn.
It's going to be a masterpiece.
Magnificent. Hey, John Krieger. Doc, John.
How are you?
Well, it's good to see you.
Good to see you. It's been too long.
All right.
Willie, how are you?
Mr. Krieger, fine. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Well, what is this?
Oh, well, it's a birthday present for Nancy's little boy. He's going to be 3.
Well, he'll love it.
Yeah, that's the unanimous opinion around here, except for my mother, who was for him keeping his crib.
Doug, I wish I could say this was just a visit, but it isn't. I want to talk to you.
Sure, John. Oh, Willie, don't finish this. You know, painting's the best part. Oh, John, cup of coffee? Thank you. Yeah.
Kate. Kate, help me. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to go back to school. Not now. I can't.
Robbie, I can't tell you it'll be easy, but I'm sure you can do it.
No, I can't. Not now. Next semester, maybe then, but not now. There is no reason why I should have to start school now. None. None at all. When I first came here, John Krieger used to say, Rob, don't push yourself. You've got plenty of time. Now he never lets up on me.
When my husband was blind, as soon as he began to adjust, John was very forceful with him about going back to work. And he was right, Robbie.
Of course he was. In that case, your husband was probably about 50 years old. He didn't have a lot of time to adjust to certain things, to new obstacles. I'm only 20, Kate. Why do I have to rush? John Krieger can be like one of those fathers, the kind that doesn't let up on their kids until they're first in everything, and some kids just can't take that kind of pressure, Kate, and I'm one of them. I just can't take it.
You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
You tell that to John.
I think you should tell him. But I will. He doesn't listen to you. Lunch.
Oh, honey. You're very late.
I know.
Must be weary.
I am.
Maybe a drink would help.
Probably not, but I'll risk it.
Well, Buddy called.
Oh?
She'll be back tomorrow morning. She says the slopes are slushy. How does the picture of your daughter as a ski bum strike you?
It doesn't. Doug, I'm so angry I don't know what to do with myself.
Angry? At whom?
John Krieger. The more I know about his methods.
He dropped in here earlier today.
Oh? I'm sorry I didn't see him. A few things I'd like to talk to him about.
Robbie? Pearson?
Doug, he's driven that boy so hard he's about to crack into pieces.
Oh, then you and John agree. John feels the boy is in trouble, too.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, he should have gone and talked to Robbie. Why come and see me?
Came to see me.
You? Why?
He thought I might be able to help. He feels Robbie's upset is linked to you.
You're joking. Or John is. He's the one who's putting the pressure on Robbie.
You decided you could alleviate it.
Certainly. He can't take it, Doug. If you could see him. Poor boy's close to collapse.
Kate, that poor boy is a young man. He's not 12 years old.
12? Where did you ever get that idea?
From you. You talk about him as if he's a child.
Well, you haven't been listening. Why would a child be enrolling at the university?
He wouldn't be. You haven't talked about a university. You said school. I thought you meant, a school, like buddies.
Well, I'm terribly sorry if I haven't made myself clear.
Kate, a 20-year-old doesn't qualify as a boy no matter what his trouble is. Now, maybe you allowed yourself to treat him as a child and inadvertently fed his need to be one.
I really resent this.
Kate, you and Robbie started working together at a time when both of you needed...
If you're going to say anything about his needing a mother and me needing a child, don't.
Now, I don't think it was conscious. I mean, he must be terribly frightened. It's an overwhelming fear. I remember very well. All you want when you're going through it is somebody to make the clock go back, to coddle you. Kate, you've been sorely in need of someone to coddle around the house the past few days.
I don't have to listen to this anymore.
Kate, it's important. Robert's entire future is at stake.
Bye-bye. I had a great time. Thanks. Talk to you later, TJ.
Buddy.
Hi. Mom. I love you.
It's supposed to make up for you not calling. It does.
Peas. I don't get it. It's too late for dinner and too early for breakfast.
It's an age-old remedy for idle hands and troubled minds, or so your grandmother used to say.
What's wrong with your mind?
It would take too long to fill you in. Anything wrong with yours?
No, nothing. The weekend was tremendous.
Oh, glad, honey.
And it's all because of you.
Me?
Yeah. TJ fell asleep on the way coming back. So did his mom. And his dad doesn't like talking while he's driving. So I had plenty of time to think. The weekend could have been the pits.
Why? The Latimer's very fond of you.
Yeah, but I don't mean that. I mean, a lot was expected of me. I could have fallen on my face, but I didn't.
I'm sorry, honey. I don't know what you're driving at.
Well, it wasn't a kid weekend. In fact, it was very grown up. I had to make a lot of decisions, like what to eat when we went out to dinner, what to wear, make sure I wasn't being a slob. I met a lot of strangers, but I didn't get scared. In fact, I was great. One of your all-time young adults. And like I said, it's because of you.
It is?
Yeah, that's what I was figuring out in the car. And I think it's because you let me go. Do you know what I mean? I know sometimes I complain about the things you make me do. But it all paid off. You let me go because you wanted me to learn how to be grown up. And I think it worked. I'm glad you were awake. I thought I'd have to wake you up to say thanks.
You knocked me out, kid.
Same to you. I'm a wreck. All that grown-up stuff can wear you out. I hope your mind calms down. See you later.
Sleep well. Thanks, buddy,
For what?
for having such a lovely time.
Times 2 is 64. 64 times 2 is 128.
John,
Good morning.
I owe you an apology. More than that. I know you talked to Doug, so you know you recruited me at a bad time. I can't even begin to tell you what's been going on with me the past few days. But I do know what it may have cost you. And Robert.
He is not going to register.
I hoped I'd reach him first.
Well, I don't know that it would have done any good, Kate. He was looking for a way out,
And I gave it to him.
Well, it's not your fault, really.
I can take it back.
No, I don't think you can.
I can try.
Well, I don't seem to have gotten anywhere with him. He's in the lounge. Good luck.
Good morning.
Kate, good morning.
We better get going before the traffic gets too heavy. The sooner we get there, the sooner you'll be through. I'll treat you to lunch in the cafeteria.
Kate, it's okay. I talked to John this morning. I'm not going.
Yes, you are. Come on. Come on. Here's your cane. My car's parked right out front.
John Krieger strikes again. Well, what did he say to you to get you to put on this act?
He didn't say anything. I think he's written you off.
Well, you can't win them all, can you?
No, you can't. But you can win some of them. Today's your chance to win a big one.
Kate, I'm really very tired. Could you get me some coffee?
No. Robert, I'm so terribly, terribly sorry. Everything I said and did the past few days has been wrong.
No. You really understood.
I didn't even understand what I was feeling. I will explain it all to you, but I want to drive you to the university first.
I'm not ready.
Yes, you are. You're frightened, too, and you ought to be. But you are ready. Let's go.
2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2
Stop
is
that.
8. 8 times 2 is 6.
Goodbye, Robert.
Kate, wait, please. I'm sorry. Could we please go for a walk, have some breakfast?
2 times 2 is
Don't
4.
do that.
2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 8
do
is
that.
16. 2 times 16 is...
Shut up! I promise. I promise I'll go next semester. You said it yourself. I have time.
I was wrong. You won't go next semester. You won't ever go. You'll find someone else as foolish as I am. You'll stay right where you are, in a darkness darker than your sight.
There's nothing darker than that.
Don't feel so sorry for yourself. Your mind isn't dark. Your imagination isn't dark. But they will be unless you struggle to free them, to give them life, to be educated. If you avoid that struggle, where will the light come from for you? You're blessed having the capabilities to get into a university. How dare you not take advantage of them? I'm going out now to my car. And I'll wait for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes, not 1 second more. I want you to take that time and imagine. Imagine what it'll be like a year from now. 10 years from now. You still sitting here, saying you're not ready.
Kate?
I don't know.
Kate? Kate? Kate, are you there?
I'm here.
Stay there, I'll find you.
Here I am.
It's good to see you.
Same here, Robert.
It just doesn't look right in here. Maybe if we put up curtains.
I think we've gone past the joke stage.
Can't blame a person for trying.
Good God. How did that get in here?
And believe me, it wasn't easy.
I'm sure. Next question, why did it get in here?
Nancy changed her mind. She says it's a lousy idea. We decided not to wait for Timmy's birthday, so we lugged this thing over to the guest house. You know, it's a surprise.
Yeah, except we were the ones who were surprised. Nancy made us get it out of there fast. It wouldn't fit in the garage, especially since her car was in there, too.
Actually, I'm starting to like it.
It's yours.
Not that much. What did Nancy say about it?
Exactly what you've been saying all weekend.
Suppose I talk to her. I know how she feels, but she's wrong. Timmy isn't a baby anymore.
Hey. Hey, that's neat. Whose is it?
Shh, shh, shh. We'll know as soon as Mom gets off the phone.
Nancy, about that new bed. Well, he isn't a baby anymore. Okay, I'm sorry. When he's 4. All right. Bye-bye, darling. Nice try.
Buddy.
Are you crazy? No way.
What are we going to do with it?
I'll remove posterior cotter pin from slot A.
Oh, that's it. Now you've got it.
Mom, let's go out to dinner.
You're on. Gentlemen, may we take your orders? Little crow.
Ta-ta.